Good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's having an amazing Friday. Right now it is 9:43, and I just wanted to come on here because I have a message for you guys, and it has been on my heart for about 2 weeks now. Again, my name is Jasmine Sade. If you are new here, scroll your screen up just a little bit and click that subscribe button. It's red. You can't miss it. It's in all capital letters. Beside it is a notification bell. Click that. It'll let you know when I make new videos. If you're not new here, welcome back. If you're already subscribed, thank you. If you're not subscribed and you're not new here, what are you waiting for? But I just wanted to come in here and talk to you guys a little bit about a matter that's very important right now. So, I don't know how I want to jump into this, but I do want to let you know some people are visual learners, which means they have to see things. It helps them learn better. Some people are audio learners, which means hearing it and they can just go on the fly. Some are hands-on, which means they have to write it down, they have to do it, they have to touch it in order to help them learn better. I can learn in any way. Tell me I'm good with it. Everybody is not like that. So therefore, if you are a visual learner, you're going to see me moving. Because that's all I can do, and I'm going to put it on the screen. If you're an audio learner, open your ears, clean them out, because I have a lot to say. If you are a hands-on person, go and grab you pen and paper. I wait. Just pause me. I'm not going anywhere. So let's get into it. After the Civil War, there were 4 million or so black men, women, and children that were freed. I say freed. They were granted their freedom, which means it doesn't necessarily mean that they were now citizens, that they were no longer slaves, because that's not actually the case. What it meant is that they were no longer sold as livestock. They were no longer sold. They could live and do as they pleased to a certain extent. They just were no longer sold as livestock. They had always been human beings, they just were not treated that way. So, let's be clear. After the Civil War, 4 million or so black men, women, and children were granted their freedom, which meant they were no longer counted as livestock. Cool beans? Cool beans. All right. So I just want to let you know, 2 times as many African American people died, were murdered, were killed, were slain, just to get to the fact of black people, African Americans, not being considered as livestock anymore. This does not mean they had all of the civil rights that they were granted born into. This does not mean that they had voting rights. This just meant twice as many as 4 million people died to get us to where we were no longer considered as livestock and sold for the amount of strength we have, the amount of babies we can make, the amount of labor we can do in the field. I just want to make sure that's clear. It did not give us the right to be free. Okay? They died to give us the right to be free. Yes, we were no longer considered as livestock, but we still were not free. We were not free. We were not free because we still were restricted at every end. Even after we got that right to be free, we still had to fight for full rights of citizenship. That meant, in layman's terms, to have the lifestyle of a white person. To live without worrying about being shot dead, to live without being called a slave, to be treated as a slave, to live a lifestyle where I can actually work and make money and provide for my family, to have somewhere to have my family, to not have to worry about being sold away from my family. We still had to fight for full rights of citizenship. That also includes the right to vote. Yes, this is why I'm here today, to talk to you about voting. Frederick Douglass said, slavery is not abolished until the black man has the ballot. And it's so funny to me because during Frederick Douglass' time, yes, saying that the black man needs the right to the ballot, he was referring to the fact that the white men was keeping the black man from it. But today, there's no white man keeping us from the belly. It's us. So yes, we are still enslaved. We're enslaving ourselves. We love to say Black Lives Matter. We love to say Black Lives Matter. And there is no one on this earth who can tell me that a black life does not matter. But what I'm saying to you is, how can we tell other people that Black Lives Matter if we don't believe Black Lives Matter? Because if we believe that my life mattered, that your life mattered, that every colored person's life mattered, if we believe that, we will take full advantage of the rights that we have, of the rights that were given to us by our ancestors who lost their lives, who fought day and night, tooth and nail, arm and limb, to get us to where we are today. We have become so entitled, especially my generation. We love to think that we are owed everything. We don't have to work for anything. We're owed it because you are who you are. But you're not. Countless African Americans died every day to get us to where we are now. And basically, we're just spatting in their face. We have the right to vote. We don't get up and vote. We have the right to get out and do everything that we want to do, but we don't do it. Black lives matter. Black people, show that you really believe that your black life matters and get up and vote. We say they don't like us. They hate us. They want to murder us in the street. They want us gone altogether. They don't believe that we deserve to have this. They see us this way. They don't want us in power. They don't want us to have power. They don't want us to have economic growth. They don't want us to have education. They are terrified of us. We are terrified of us because they would not have the power to do anything that they are wrongfully doing to us if we did not give it to them. Understand me. Please understand me. We want to see change. We want them to stop killing us in the street. We want them to help us pass laws to support us. We want them to provide us equality instead of us getting up and taking it ourselves. And by getting up and taking it, getting up and fighting for it, I don't mean murder cops, because that's wrong. To murder anyone is wrong. And that's completely against what I believe in. I don't even believe in the death penalty. We want them to get up and give us so much. But they are not the problem. Pause. They are the issue. But we have a bigger issue at hand. The bigger issue at hand is our laziness. Making posts on social media, that's fine. It gets awareness out. Tagging people on social media, going and doing rallies and walking, just like the civil rights movement. Making these movements is amazing, but you have to actually get up there and vote. You want it to change? We have to change it. Vote, 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 vote. More of us need to run for office. Even if you don't want to be in office, there are people that you call they. There's a white man, there's a white woman. Just like it was back in the day. Who believe in us and see us the same way we see ourselves. You don't want to be in office? That's fine. Vote them in office. Get up and vote. You have to put people in places of power to help you get to where you be. I understand it's not everybody's calling to be a leader of a person in Congress, a member of Congress, a leader in the Senate, wherever the case is. It may be your calling to spread the word, but spread the word by voting. Voting is so important, not because so many African Americans died to get us that right, but voting changes things. Because the more you vote, the more your voice has been heard. You cannot sit up there and say, oh, my life matters, but you're not voting. Because you don't believe your life matters. So why should I believe that your life matters? You cannot sit there and say, voting don't make a difference to me, because it does. Because let me just let you in on a little secret. When you vote, that vote counts. When you don't vote, that vote that you did not place still counts. Because by default, you're already putting power into somebody else. Not voting at all is giving more power. If you don't vote, you don't have the right to open your mouth and say anything about what goes on in society or politics. What right do you have to do that? You didn't put in any effort to change it. If you don't vote, why do you deserve the benefits why should you reap the benefits of what voters got? They put in the time. It takes no time at all to go and fill out a ballot. No time. That's time you spend scrolling on social media, time you spend sitting in front of the television, time you spend eating. Because during quarantine, we have all been eating 8, 10, 12 meals a day. Unless you've been like me and been working like crazy. There's nothing, no reason, no excuse, nothing that you can say that should stop you from voting. You can say, oh, well, I'm not even 18, I can't vote. You're absolutely right. You're not 18, but you can still contribute. You can notify the public of your knowledge that you can get up and learn on your own. Who is running for Congress? Who is running for the presidency? Who is running for your interstate local officials? Who is running? Learn. Figure out what they are about. Inform your surroundings. Because you are not of the age to vote does not limit you from getting involved in the process. Put up signs. Promote other people. Share stickers. Volunteering to help those who are running is still helping. That's still considered voting. Just because you're not of the age does not mean you cannot do something. You can say, oh, well, I'm a convicted felon. In some states, convicted felons can still vote. You have people in prison who can still vote in some states, not in the South, obviously. But you can still be in prison, still be voting. You can be a former felon. Oh, well, I can't vote. Yep, in the state of Mississippi, former felons cannot vote. But you know what you can do? You can get people registered. You can put up signs. You can learn. See who is running and spread the word. Don't spread the word just for who you know is running, who you would vote for. Spread the word for everybody. Say the facts, the ins and outs of what you have learned for each candidate, and put that out there so people can make the choice for themselves or who they want to vote for. There's no reason. Oh, well, I'm old. It's hard for me to get out the house. There are people making moves right now to make it possible to vote online. It's nothing to send a ballot in. It's nothing to get one sent to your house, fill it out, send it in. It's nothing. There is no reason that you have that you cannot vote. Oh, well, coronavirus. Oh, okay. Coronavirus don't stop you from going to the nail shop. Coronavirus don't stop you from getting your hair done. Coronavirus does not stop you from going to the mall, from buying new shoes, any of it. You still out in the club. You still at the liquor store. Coronavirus isn't stopping you from doing anything. You can still go vote. See this little thing right here? It's called a mask. You wearing this mask everywhere else, put this mask on. And go vote. It's nothing. It's nothing. Give me a reason why you can't get out and vote. Because when you come up with any reason that you can, oh, I can't vote. I'm very ill. I'm very sick. My grandfather is sick. He can still go vote. I broke my ankle. You broke your ankle, but you hobbled your way into that car to go get you some Burger King. There's no reason why you cannot vote. Because for every excuse you have, I have a fact for you. Millions of people, black and white, colored in general, died for you to be where you are right now. Millions of people went to jail, were assaulted, were hung, were abused, were stolen, were kidnapped in the night for you to be where you are now. Voting only ensures you that there is a tomorrow where you can still make change. You do not have the right to say your life matters, to protest to other people why your life matters, if you don't show that your life matters. If you can dress up in your fancy clothes and your expensive shoes, get your hair done, look good, smell good, you can go vote. There is absolutely no excuse. If you live in a state where you are a convicted felon, former felon, or whatever the case is that hinders you from voting, you can still vote by spreading the word. There is no excuse. There is no reason why you cannot put in the effort and the work. Sharing a post, liking a post, that's all amazing. It's so amazing. Black Lives Matter, yes they do. And to show how much you believe Black Lives Matter, go vote for your black life. For your mothers, for your fathers, for your cousin, your sister, your brother, whoever. Go vote. Your aunties, your uncles, your babies. Vote. Because if you don't vote, what's going to change? What's going to change? Let me find out that you didn't vote. But you over here talking about what's going on in the world. Don't talk about Trump when you didn't vote. You can sit there and say, well, I went and voted, but I didn't vote for Trump. That's fine. At least you got if indeed it. But your cousin over there who chose not to vote at all, he voted for Trump. I personally have nothing against Trump. Because at the end of the day, he's going to do what he wants to do. I voted. No, because you vote does not mean the person that you voted for will win. But it does mean you get that much closer to change. Because by you not voting does mean that there's a possibility that your person will not win. By you not voting does mean we're going to be stagnant. There is nothing that's going on right now that has not already happened. We are not just now being killed in the street. The only difference is now we have social media where it's been live streamed. And it's still nothing changing. Nothing has changed. Because we're being killed in the street and life's just going on. Nobody's paying for it. We're not voting. You have to vote to get proper police training. You have to vote to get proper officials. You have to vote to change the Constitution that says, yes, the Constitution was wrote so long ago, but that's why there are so many amendments to fix, adjust, change what is originally wrong in the original Constitution. Because the original Constitution talked about slavery. That's why you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 amendments to fix that. You have to vote. Vote for amendments. Vote for change. Vote for officials. Vote for employees. You have to vote in order to make a difference. Because if you don't, what's your purpose? I'm going to put Black Lives Matter right here. But I ain't finna go out there and do nothing. You don't have to be in a march. You don't have to be in a protest. Vote. If you cannot vote, share it. Tell somebody. Inform somebody. Help somebody become able to vote. It's not hard at all. Because just sharing a post, just saying Black Lives Matter is not enough. Black lives matter. My black lives matter. My future children's lives will matter. My siblings' lives matter. My nieces and my nephews. My family life matters. And my family will be voting. Because when I go to that ballot, my 20-year-old brother is coming with me. My mother, if my father is not driving the truck, he will be with me. Because we're going to vote. My grandparents, all 6 of them, we're voting. Get up and go vote.